Well, I just had something silly happen to me. I was recording this time of discovery, this children's moment, and I put it on my Facebook page rather than the church's Facebook page, which would explain why a lot of my old friends were watching rather than the children of the church. These things happen, don't they, in these times when everything's so different? Well, this is the time of discovery for March 29th. Full worship is at 10 o'clock. Bethany will be leading some prayer and some singing, and then we'll actually close down that broadcast and reopen it up. And poof, we'll be in Jeff's living room, and Jeff will be offering the sermon teaching for the week. So I hope you join us then. I hope you watch this whenever you get a chance with your children. And with that in mind, I hope you're connecting with any other families in the church that may not know all the stuff we're doing online between our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. You can check out the website for all the offerings we're having. I'll probably be doing another campfire program this week, which is a wonderful chance for children to get the Wigglies out and adults as well. And then to also have some more faith-based songs and a little story at the end. There are all kinds of things we're doing at the church. Classes and conversations, extra gatherings on Zoom or on Facebook Live. So check out the weekly newsletter, check out the webpage, or be in touch with one of us if you want to feel connected. And hey, don't hesitate to share this beyond the Westminster community. Now that these physical barriers have come down, we can be sharing things with people across the country who might be blessed by them. Well, this is the children's time, so let's talk about children's stuff, family stuff. I want to talk to you about prayer. Prayer is something we talk about a lot in the church. It's one of the keys of the Christian life. But sometimes I think we're a little bit too narrow in the way we understand prayer. When I say prayer, my guess is you probably think of something like this: Dear God. And that's a wonderful way to pray or to start praying. You might say thank you for certain things in your life. You might say help for other things you say in your life. You might say wow about other things. In fact, one of my neighbors wrote a book called Thanks, Help, and Wow, or something like that. But in any event, there are more ways to pray than simply talking to God, because sometimes talking doesn't do it. Sometimes we're not sure what words to say. So I did something yesterday that you might like. Instead of talking to God with words, I drew pictures. It's a happy face. Sometimes it's good to just tell God how happy you are and to remind yourself of all the things to be grateful for. My family took an adventure yesterday on scooters to a creek at a nearby school where we got to play in the woods for a while, and it was beautiful. Heard all kinds of hawks and other kinds of birds and saw animal tracks and built a fort. It was terrific. So I was grateful. So I drew a happy face. Sometimes it's hard being cooped up in the house or only getting to walk on your own street. And oh gosh, you wish you could go somewhere else and somewhere peaceful. So I drew a picture. This is a little faint, so I don't know how well you can see it, but it's of a little island with a palm tree and some birds and the sun. And that was my way of telling God that sometimes I long for something a little different, a little more peaceful. It's okay to tell God those things. And wouldn't you know, I felt better when I did it. Sometimes being cooped up here makes me feel a little like that. Now, that's not a image of anything per se. It's just sort of feelings, right? A lot of really aggressive scribbles and colors. And what do you think that feeling is? Maybe, maybe angry, maybe anxious, maybe frustrated. And it was really good to draw those things. Because what is prayer? Prayer is God's invitation to us to share whatever we're going through. No matter what, God wants to know. I think actually God already knows, but God knows it's good for us to share them. And not every place is a safe place to share those things, but God is the ultimate safe place to share those things. You can say whatever is going on, and you can say it with words, or you can draw it, or you can stomp your feet, or you can make all kinds of body motions, whatever you want to do to tell God what's going on. That's what God wants to hear because God knows it's good for you. So this week, no matter what you're doing, I hope you have the chance every day in some form or another to tell God what's going on, which is a way of noticing for yourself what's going on. And in doing that, you will be blessed. So stay in touch, reach out to other families. Let's get through this together and go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you go. Amen.